Did you know you can be fully awake and still miss your own life? I don't mean that metaphorically, I mean it literally. Look at yesterday. You can't eat breakfast without checking Instagram. You can't wait for the bus without opening TikTok. You can't go to bed without scrolling just 5 more minutes that quietly turn into an hour. You can't be in a real conversation without feeling a phantom vibration in your pocket. And you can't sit alone with your thoughts without filling the silence with the lives of strangers. Now comes the uncomfortable question. How many hours yesterday? Don't answer too fast. Really think about it. Add it all up. The times you opened Twitter while working, the notifications you checked while eating, YouTube before sleep, the morning scroll before getting out of bed. 3 hours? 4? 5? Now multiply that by 7 days, by 30 days, by a year. This doesn't mean you're weak, and it doesn't mean you're lazy. It means something far more disturbing. You were trained for this. Every color, every notification, every just one more video was designed to keep you there. And there are entire teams of engineers whose only job is to make sure you don't leave. 2,000 years ago, a slave named Epictetus lived physically chained for decades. His body didn't belong to him. His days didn't belong to him. Even his location didn't belong to him. And yet he wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." He had no physical freedom, yet he found mental freedom. You, with all the physical freedom in the world, have voluntarily surrendered your mind, not to a visible master, but to a screen that never demands anything from you, except all of your time. Is that freedom, or is it slavery with likes? The difference between Epictetus and you is that he knew who his captor was. You still believe you're choosing. Every time you open an app, just for a second, you're not resting. You're giving away pieces of your life, trading real hours for content you'll forget in 10 minutes. And the worst part isn't the time you lose. The worst part is believing you have infinite time to lose. But here's the brutal truth, you don't. If you live 80 years, that's about 700,800 hours. Sounds like a lot until you subtract sleep, work, and basic obligations. What's left is roughly 200,000 hours of real life, conscious life, life that is actually yours. If you spend 4 hours a day on social media, that's 60 hours a year. In 10 years, 14,600 hours, more than an entire year of your life, 1 full year staring at screens, creating nothing, building nothing, living nothing that actually mattered. And what did you get in return? Do you even remember what you watched last week? No, because it wasn't important. It never was, but your time was. Let's talk about something you already know but don't want to admit. Those hours don't disappear. They go somewhere very specific. Someone else's pocket. Every minute you spend scrolling is money for someone else. Literally, there is a counter in some office that goes up every time your thumb goes down. But money isn't the real cost. Your brain is. Have you noticed how, after a couple of hours on social media, you can focus on anything deep? How reading feels impossible? How long conversations bore you? That's not your fault. You've been reconditioned. Your brain now expects gratification every 15 seconds. Constant dopamine, immediate stimulation. Never bored, never thinking, never fully present. When was the last time you spent a full hour without checking your phone? A day, a week, a month? If you can't remember, you already have your answer. Picture this. You're at the table with your family, food in front of you, people who love you. You're there physically, but mentally, you're rewatching a video of someone you done to know doing something you done to care about. Someone talks to you, you look up, you smile, you didn't hear a word. What were you saying? And your thumb keeps scrolling. You sit down to work on something important and say, "I'm going to focus." 30 seconds later, Instagram. Just checking what's new, 3 videos, 20 minutes gone. You return to the task. The thread is broken. A notification, Twitter, 10 more minutes, and suddenly the day is over and nothing was done. You're on public transport. There's silence. You could think, observe, rest your mind. Rest. But instead it's screen, scroll, 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 and you get off at your stop without having been present for even 1 second. Do you see the pattern? You're not choosing content, you're avoiding yourself. And this isn't a personal flaw, it's design. Social media wasn't built to inform or entertain you. It was built to capture your attention and never let it go, with infinite feeds, autoplay, push notifications, and algorithms that learn exactly what keeps you hooked. Epictetus said, "No man is free if he cannot command his own mind." He had no phone, no apps, no algorithms, yet he understood something we've forgotten. The real prison has no bars. It lives in your head. He was enslaved to a man and free in his mind. You are physically free and enslaved to a screen. Let me show you what this looks like over time. You're 19 in college on a Saturday night. Your friends are in the living room. Laughter, music, stories, and you're there, phone in hand, scrolling. You miss the joke, you miss the connection, and years later you'll say, "Those were the good times." But the truth is, you weren't really there. You were watching other people live. You're 28, it's Sunday morning. Your partner makes coffee and sits next to you. She wants to talk, to connect. And you say, "Yes, love, I'm listening," while scrolling TikTok. She tries again, you get irritated. It's just a moment. And that moment repeats every day. A year later, she stops trying. 2 years later, she's gone. And you'll wonder what happened. What happened is that you chose 30-second videos over 30 years of companionship. You're 41, your kids are 8 and 10, they say, "Dad, come play with us." And you answer, "In a second." That second becomes 20 minutes, and when you finally look up, they're gone. They grow fast, and soon they won't ask anymore. One day you'll say, "It all went by so fast." But no, it didn't go fast, you weren't paying attention. You're 67, retired, the days are long. You sit down, open your phone, scroll, and 3 hours disappear. You stand up, having learned nothing, built nothing, connected with no one, another day gone. And the question hits you, where did my life go? It went into content you already forgot, memes that no longer exist, trends that already died. At every age, the phone steals the same thing: presence, real moments, human connection, living time. Epictetus, chained in a cell, used every minute to think, to write, to be free internally. He had no options, no distractions. You have endless options, and you handed them to an algorithm. The irony is brutal. He lived fully without freedom, and you're losing your life with all of it. This isn't about the future, it's now. Every hour you scroll is an hour that will never return, and no one is forcing you. That's the most terrifying part. No chains, just habit, impulse, and a quiet surrender. Now comes the uncomfortable part. If you truly want to know whether you're free, you have to do something that costs you, not something easy, not something gradual, but something that proves you still have control. Here's the challenge: 1 full day with no social media, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Twitter, no YouTube, no Facebook. 24 hours, midnight to midnight. What if someone needs me? Calls and messages stay. This isn't isolation, it's abstinence. But I'll be bored. Exactly, that's the test. If you can't endure 1 day without stimulation, you're not free, you're addicted. But I need it for work. Then use it deliberately. Desktop mode, only what's necessary, no feed, no scroll. And if you can't do that, it was never about work. It was an excuse. The resistance you feel right now, the justifications, the discomfort, that isn't logic. It's addiction defending itself. If you're free, this should be easy. It's only 1 day. So here's the ritual. Choose the day, right now. Tell someone and make it real. Delete the apps or lock them down. Don't rely on willpower. Prepare alternatives like books, walks, conversations, or that project you've been avoiding. And observe. Watch how often your hand reaches for your phone. Notice the anxiety and the boredom. Hear the inner voice whispering, "Just 1 minute." That voice isn't you, it's conditioning. If you complete this day, you'll feel something unfamiliar. clarity, space, time, and you'll realize how much of your life you've been giving away. So make it public. I, your name, will not use social media on day. Write it and commit. And when you finish, come back and tell us what you felt. It won't be nothing. If this shook you even slightly, subscribe to our Stoic Life 360, like it and share it, not for me, but for yourself. Because today, you chose awareness over automation, presence over distraction, and your life over a screen. Epictetus couldn't choose his physical freedom, but he chose his mental freedom every day. You can choose both. The only question is, will you?